Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the first riding vlog in a very long time. 104 days to be exact since the last time I threw my leg over my motorcycle. And yeah, today is finally the day we get to do the dang thing, get back on patty faux fatty and get shredding. For those of you who may not know, I had a reconstructive shoulder surgery on August 30th, which technically is only 94 days ago, but I didn't ride for another 10 days before that. But anyway, it's kind of an old injury. I dislocated my shoulder like 2.5 years ago at the Fox Raceway Pro National. Just continued to race on it for the last 2.5 years. And then at the Redbud Pro National this year, had another mishap and just put the nail in the coffin on that one. So once we got the MRI back, yeah, we knew it was pretty serious and decided to go ahead and get the operation done and then missed the last couple rounds of outdoors. And this has, I mean, to put it lightly, been like, it's been hell, man. By far the toughest injury that I've had to recover from, especially in recent memory. I've gotten pretty lucky. I have had a lot of injuries, you know, the ACL, meniscus, ankle, wrist, some back problems, probably a couple other ones I'm forgetting. But as far as motocross racers go, you know, I'm pretty lucky, especially in the last couple of years. I've just really had my wrist and my ankle that have kind of bothered me. And up until this point, I probably would have told you that doing an ACL is like the worst injury that you could go through as an athlete or just anybody. But wow, this one has really proven me wrong for sure. You know, with a knee, even though it is a pretty main, like, weight-bearing joint, there's really only one way that the knee bends, ideally anyway. And so once you're healed, you know, you don't have a lot of work to do to kind of get that range of motion and strength back. But your shoulder, of course, the range of motion is just completely unlimited. Lifting your arm straight forward is completely independent of lifting your arm out to the side. Out to the side is independent from going behind or across your chest, and that's different from external rotation or rotating it downwards. And just getting all of those back individually has been a complete nightmare. Like on a raw pain basis, this hasn't been a gnarly injury, but just the amount of work and PT and strength and everything I've had to put into getting that range of motion back has just been, it's been a really tough situation. It's one that kind of makes you think and makes you wonder, like, you know, do you want to keep doing this? And so I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a thought in my head, at least for a couple days. But once I started to get back on the mend, you know, it was a no-brainer that I'd be back on the dirt bike, especially because I feel like I kind of got robbed out of this outdoor season. We had some pretty serious bike struggles at the first couple rounds and pretty much all through the spring, but made some really big changes and found a lot of comfort. And going into Redbud, like, I qualified 14th in the A group, which is something I've never done before. And then, of course, Moto 1 at Redbud is when the injury took place. So despite the injury, I still went to Southwick and qualified like 21st, went to Millville, qualified 20th, was riding well in the motos until the shoulder just couldn't hang on anymore. So very fired up because I feel like I got robbed out of an even better season than I had last year. And that's kind of what is motivating me to train really hard. You can see that's my midget cat, Opie. But yeah, it just has me very motivated to get back on the bike and get training and get ready for this upcoming season, because I feel like I have a lot left on the table and there's a lot I want to prove, mainly to myself, because I know I can do better, and I think I was right on the brink of it this year. So that's a little beside the point though. We got to start back at square one. I'm sure I'm going to be mega out of shape and super rusty, but the smile on my face has just been, it hasn't left in like a week, just knowing that this day was coming. So we got blessed with a pretty decent day here in Michigan in December. The backyard sand tracks here are absolutely immaculate and can take pretty much any amount of snow or rain. So whenever there's a nice weather day, we can head out there and shred. And got the phone call from a buddy, said they're ripping this weekend, so it's time to do it, baby. And also, if you guys dig the sweatshirt, I'll put the link to those in the description. I would enjoy it if you guys went and checked those out. But anyways, I can't handle the anticipation anymore, so let's head out to the race shop and get loaded up. So the bike is pretty much how you guys saw it last time. Have not really done much to it since the Pro Nationals, other than just wash it up really nicely. I did go back to the Renthal 997 though. I figured having a little bit taller of a bar will maybe take some of the weight off my shoulder for the first couple rides back. So, I mean, bike's looking sick as ever. SKDA kit. I mean, it looks rad. What more can you say? But yeah, I was like a kid getting ready for preschool yesterday, laying out my entire kit. This is actually my custom signature kit from Active Co, which I haven't even gotten to wear yet. So this will be my first time actually wearing my signature kit. which is pretty rad. You guys can head over and pick that up on Active Co if you want to. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny laying out the whole kit. We got the cold weather vest, but may just end up rocking the Active hoodie, honestly, because it's going to be cold. Got the OGO gear bag with the Alpine Stars chesties, CTI knee braces, Bell helmet, painted by Corsace. This thing's looking rad. Haven't even gotten to wear that either. Fresh Yoshi for me to beat up on. A little nervous though. Maybe a little too powerful for the old shoulder. We'll find out today. Say that I'm nervous is definitely an understatement, but should be a really good day. I'm gonna do my best to reel it in. We're gonna have my buddy RJ Schroyer out there, another local pro, and me and him are always going at it neck and neck at the practice track. So gonna be hard to keep myself reeled in, but I'm gonna put my pride aside today and just chill. So that's at least the plan. I'm sure if it's feeling good when we're out there, we'll start hammering, but yeah, the plan right now, we'll just keep it very chill. So if I'm looking like a goon out there, don't judge me, we'll get there. Are those some Jetson specials right there?
Who do you think he learned it from?
Hey David.
Hey.
That's a unit.
It's a whole unit right there, look at that.
You gonna let me start on the 110 just to make sure I can even ride a dirt bike?
Dude, I don't know if you can handle that, honestly.
I mean, she looked like she was getting through the sand pretty good. It's deep out there.
Yeah, no, you got that. Let's see you take on the pit bike track over there.
Absolutely not. I'll look like a monkey on that thing. So I will say though, I think every other part of my body is stronger now because of all the like PT and everything. Do you feel that way? Like when you take time off your bicycle and you're doing all the gym work and everything that you probably should be doing the whole time you are riding, you feel like actually better?
Yeah, it's insane. Right now my legs are like the strongest they've ever been, and I don't even have an ACL.
And then mid-season I'm just like in pain, like can't stretch even.
The season is brutal, no doubt.
10 minutes. I'm pumped up like a rock. But we're back, baby. Woo!
What's that?
My bar rotation is all wrong. I put some different bars on and I'm super picky about like how they're rotated. They're rotated too far forward. It's making the front end like... Wow. Just got done telling the boys any fear that I had about my shoulder, like being insufficient or not allowing me to do the things that I normally would do on a dirt bike, completely gone now. The first session, could definitely feel the tendons were like pretty tight and whatnot. Oh my gosh, I need to figure out this hair situation. Hold on. There we go, that's better. But yeah, first session, track was very deep. I had my bars rotated a little far forward, so I was kind of getting a little bit of that like head shake, and that was kind of jostling the shoulder around a little bit. And that had me a little bit worried, but I came back in, rolled them back a little bit. Things were clicking, almost forgot about the shoulder completely. There's a couple times, especially on this deep sand, where the front end will kind of tuck and tug your shoulders, and in that instance, yeah, I can definitely feel that it's tighter. I don't quite have that same range of motion, and especially like when I'm pulling myself forward on the bike, like I definitely need to loosen up my chest here so I can get my elbow a little bit further back and hold me more forward on the bike for acceleration. But man, feeling very, very good, very excited about that. I was so nervous for this day, and still quite nervous. I don't want to crash on it or anything, but it's hard to keep myself reeled in because my brain knows how to go fast, you know? My body is the limiting factor here. So we're gonna keep it to like 3, 4, maybe 5 lappers if we're feeling real good, but we might try a couple laps at full speed just to see how it feels. But yeah, dude, so stoked. Now we just need to pray that December stays pretty warm so I can get some more riding in. But I think the plan is January, February, and March I'll be down in Florida around the Tallahassee area riding like GPF, Monster Mountain, WW Ranch, places like that. So we have a plan. Today was kind of like a decisive day to see how feasible it was for me to get back up to 100%, but I don't think it's going to take long at all. So very stoked. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Let's get back into some riding. Talking about the angulation of the lever on the handlebars, your pointer is further in to the center, and so you don't have correct leverage over the lever. That's why it's always smart to use your middle finger, ladies and gentlemen. Write that one down.
I'd like to think I'm on your mind.
Unbelievable. Scallywags.
I'd like to think we'll be alright. I see your faded eyes, the future, it's heavy on my mind, on my mind. We've been talking about the situation, talking slowly. We didn't figure it out, we've been learning, rolling with all the motions, moving quickly. We give routine a heart attack.
You good?
First one out of the way.
Yeah. How's the shoulder? Good? Okay.
Yeah.
How's your head? Good? Okay.
Head hurts.
Head hurts. That was a brutal one.
Is the helmet in one piece?
Looks like it.
I mean, goggles got tossed pretty good. Helmet's a little scratched on top. Not broken though.
Oh. Goggles flew off.
Yeah.
The goggles flew off. I'm not exactly sure what happened, to be perfectly honest. Luckily, I filmed it.
GoPro's a little sideways.
You got that on film on your GoPro?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oppo, ready? Yeah. What a freaking day, ladies and gentlemen. One little mishap in there, hit the ground pretty hard, and of course, what other way would I crash than torpedoing myself straight onto my brand new shoulder? But I guess we had to get over the fear of crashing on that thing, so why not just do it on the first day? Luckily, we're in some pretty deep sand, so the shoulder is pretty good. The rest of my body, whew, we got some work to do. We're gonna be in the jacuzzi, we're gonna be doing some stretching for sure, cause brother, I am sore. But yeah, freaking incredible day. You kind of forget, like, when you're in the grind of every day just shredding, you forget how lucky you are and how much you love riding your dirt bike and just all the little things that make it so incredible. I mean, I hate to admit it, but at times it does feel like a job, because at the end of the day, it is my job. So sometimes you forget how lucky you are and forget, you know, kind of why you love it. And just taking this 3.5-4 month break has really just made me appreciate every tiny little thing about riding my dirt bike. And as weird as it is to say, I feel like, you know, maybe I needed just a little bit of a break. Would have been sweet if it wasn't in the form of shoulder injury, but I think this has made me appreciate my dirt bike a lot more. And on top of that, I think it does provide me like a very clean slate to make some necessary modifications, not only to my bike, but to my body, my technique, my mindset, just everything. Like, I was very aware of what I was doing on the track, and because I didn't really have the strength to pull myself out of some sketchy situations, I noticed that some of the bad habits that I had gotten myself into may have required a little bit more strength than I even realized when I was strong during the summer. So of course it's never fun going from being able to do 2 35-minute motos at a pro national to only being able to do like 2 or 3 laps at a local backyard track. But I think I have enough of a base built up that it shouldn't take too long to get all that back. And if anything, it's going to be really fun to just go through that process again. And like I said, hopefully get rid of some of those bad habits that I built up over the last how many years of racing my dirt bike. But yeah, if I look a little slow in this video, I mean, feel free to roast me if you want to, but be nice, guys, it'll come. But yeah, from here on out, we just basically have to hope that we get a couple other good rideable days here in December. Normally up in Michigan, we'll get a couple warm days where we can go out there and shred. I think I'm probably gonna make one south trip to like the Monster Mountain area coming up here before the holidays, just a quick like long weekend. And then after the holidays, I will be hitting the road, most likely down to Florida for January, February, and March. And then normally mid-March is when we can start riding the backyard tracks around here again. Of course, then we'll be into April, and then May, the whole thing starts over again. So we do have some time here to get back in the swing of things, but as always, it will be here before we know it. And it's time to start the grind, guys. So yeah, thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are stoked that we're back on the bike. I know I obviously am. This smile is probably going to be on my face for the next 4 or 5 days. But yeah, thank you. Hope you guys are excited. We will catch you in the next one. Peace out, ladies and
Please
gentlemen.
don't leave my room again. You're the only thing that made me feel like this year is still worth living. I wish I didn't have to write a song about how everyone here hates me, so I'll drown in